And right on time, we are back. My name is Not Raisin. Welcome, or as the case may be, welcome back to the channel. I'm playing Pot Limit Omaha, currently at a €10 stake on runotones.eu, Phil Gelfand's new poker site. And let's note to self, restart client. After it's been open and idle for a long time. This keeps happening to me and click the right thingy. Click the other right thingy. We are almost there. Well, this could have gone way better. Alrighty. Back and back. There's a healthy, with us, including us now, 42 entries at the PLO 10 table. Stake, I should say. And 30 at PLO 50. 11 guys battling it out at PLO 200. And things are happening at round ones. Things are happening, things are moving. Not least some chips, which have been moving steadily in our direction, into our stack, since round one's opened a little less than 4 weeks ago. We are up, as of this point, an incredible 95 buy-ins, which of course, to be fair, also includes around 15 buy-ins courtesy of the deposit bonus. Okay, so an interesting right off the bat. We have a flush draw, we have a top pair, a tiny pot. I think more often than not we'll take it down right away. And it's Ross! You remember Ross fondly. Ross was the dude that came on the top of our aces pre. He 4-bet King King 10-8 completely offsuit, and we like Ross. We like Ross in our channel. He's not Eric, but you know. We shall not say a bad word about Ross, and neither about this turn. Well, wait, the other one. The turn after the turn. And Ross is... Wait, what? Ross won? Good for Ross? Good for Ross. So he was in there with the good old... What was it? 3-3-9-4? Single suited. That's a power hand. I'm not making fun. I mean, it was blind versus blind. That is fine. Let's play some more PLO. I am ready. Oh, sorry about that. Forgot to go back to the 4-table view there. Let's see, any other known faces? I mean, there's not going to be too many known faces after taking a break for 90 or 70 minutes. On Run At Once, it's of course you're always completely anonymous. On every table you sit down, you get given a different avatar and a different name. Only from your perspective are you always not raising in the same, you know, in the same clothing. In my case, the suit. Which suits me just fine. Yeah, Never mind. It was a cheap one. We don't have anything but the flush draw. We're gonna let it go. Blind versus blind. Sure, let's raise pretty much any ace. Top bottom pair. No, actually we flop top pair. Let's read that for a second. No clubs though. No blockers either. It's a pretty sweet turn. And we shall bet it. Yeah, I don't think this river has too much bearing on Felix's hand. At least not in the sense that we are now beaten. Actually might have helped, he might have had like a king 8 or something in call. But he didn't and he hasn't. And we're taking it down. So, not much happening just yet. Ooh, scratch that. You do have a beautifully looking ace, queen, queen, 9. Sounds like a raise, smells like a raise. I think it is a raise. Not gonna be happy if he comes over the top at all. Might actually be a fold. Not necessarily one that I have in me. Let's check that in a moment, by the way. First we play. Oh. How's that for a flop? There's some money in there already. We're gonna go a little bit bigger here. And on table 3 we get raised. This is awesome. Wait, this is awesome. Doesn't have aces here, like ever. Right. He gets there and he stays there. Good for him. He had a very good hand for that board. I mean, played itself. This is not a good turn down here. We gonna... Oh, no! Wrong button! Wrong button! Wrong button! Oh gosh. I'm so sorry, Marco. We threw out on Marco. Wow. Oops. I hope he doesn't call. I feel so bad for him. Hey, yes. Wait, did I? There's something weird here? Shouldn't I have more money there? No, it's all good. Okay, never mind. It's all good. Sorry, Marco. Oh, Lord. So Marco is not going to think much of our poker play from this point onwards. And you know, there's no downside to that. Except, you know, for Marco. And we beat all the other kings, there's no downsides to that either. And we have a gutter. And good stuff, we take that one down. We have aces on table 4. In the form of ace, ace, queen, 9. Single suited in hearts to the ace. Also a very important detail there. We took it down pre. Rather chill. Welcome back, and thanks. Now next time somebody asks random, we are prepared. Against Ross, huh? It's an interesting turn. I wonder how bluffable Ross is. I have a feeling not very. The green shirt is usually for people that call more than they should. Probably. Let's just check behind. We do have a flush draw. Now let's just check it. We do take it down. Neat. A small putt, but every little bit counts. Actually, I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to check out what Marco had in that earlier hand where we drew out. Not gonna re-raise here though. Yeah. Oh, that poor guy. What do you have there? Let's check it out. Not gonna fold here, by the way, on table 3. Bottom left. It's still not folding, actually betting now. Yeah, for some protection. I was just thinking like maybe it's not even necessary, because I have a feeling we have the best hand here quite a lot. But we don't have any spades, and that's cool. Yeah, right! I see if I can figure out something with a bot and some interactivity that maybe we can have a running counter on screen. Maybe, I don't know if there's something that can be done there. Really table 1, no? With the gutter and the backdoor flush, I have to call it. Well, flush comes in and I really hope he doesn't bet too large here. Again, now I have to call with the additional outs. A nasty card, I don't think I will be calling, but I have a feeling he's gonna check a lot. This is a pretty sweet board for our hand. We get called, and he leads like right away. I actually should have... Are we good here on table 1? No. Very surprised if he had. Just gonna check behind here. Bit 5 is... We are now ahead of ace 4. Just completely out of the question that he has exactly that. Of course it brought on a whole bunch of straights. That's that. Gonna have to leave the Ross table. It's not like he's a maniac, he's just very call happy. First I want to check out what Marco had there. He'd have had the other straight, right? 6 Yeti. 8, 6, 4 deuce, hearts and spades. Well, I guess they were suited. 6, 4 deuce. And he raised it before the flop. Okay, that is... wait, what? Oh, he left. Marco left. Marco left. What the deuce, Marco? I thought we were friends. Let's see, if he has ace 3, we have a bunch of outs. 18%, 20%. Here's aces with overcards. We have potentially even the flushes in out. I'm gonna call once more. I think folding here is also pretty cool actually. Then getting the flush is nice, getting it in the form of the ace-king is less so, but it might slow him down. Yeah, we're gonna have to fold this. And arguably, we should have folded it on the turn for that bet size. Might seem nitty, but it feels all kinds of right to me, actually. Like, it takes a very special player to raise us there with air and keep up the story on the river after we call him twice. And he has to know we have aces or maybe even fives, a full house already. Interesting spot. Joffrey, huh? To keep an eye on Joffrey. We're not gonna label him yet. Yeah, that was... yeah. Actually, I think he folded it in the end, right? We're gonna call this once, for sure. You know, if he was steamed up, then... Oh, he didn't fold. Oh, maybe it was a sad occasion. Maybe it was a bug. I'm checking here and most likely calling. Actually, I could have let, to be honest. Wait, did I? No, okay, good. I thought I folded like sixes. Like I said there. That would have been horrible. Well, let's just call this. It's not ideal, but I think it's okay. I think it's actually better than a raise against a cutoff. Which of course means if you're not raising there, we're gonna play it multi-way out of position against two dudes, so... I'm gonna raise this. Comes over the top, I'm done. Yeah, that was weird. That I think he had it. Like either he had it or he had a bad ace-king that he couldn't re-raise. Like before the flop, I mean, and probably something like that, yeah. Ace-3 is, given the way the actions went from the beginning, probably the most likely, yeah. So I'm not sure about the turn call in that case, if you assume he has aces full. Okay, next song. That was entirely too much lyric. This is pretty marginal, by the way, on table 1. I feel the cutoff here with the deuce in there. The rest of the hand is fine, but the deuce... I'm gonna have to lay this one down. I'm not gonna be the guy calling with the middle and bottom pair here on this board. With the blocker, a call and then a raise or a lead on the later streets might have been a fun option too. We could have had fives full as well. He had a set of fives there, but or threes, whatever was on the board. I think it was ace-3, right? I like the fold all in all, and I'm still thinking about if I should have folded on the turn. This one I don't know if I can call this, but now that he's calling, I think we're definitely getting a better price, and we can probably check up on that. Have to fold here now, of course. Was it ace 5? Yeah, it's fine. Raise call. Always raise call. That's cool. Wow, really? Don't know what to do here. Given that we have a tough time making a full house here. He had a good reason to leave, apparently, yeah. It's a pretty gross spot all over it. Did we just have this one? Like, very similar. And again, I'm not gonna have to let it go. Yeah, I just can't see my way towards calling here. If that was a bluff, it was a really cool one. And my head is off to him. My head? My head! My head I'd like to keep for a while. Ah, okay, that's what happens when I click that button. I never knew that. Wait, is that like always the thing? Oh. Ignore that. Okay, so that's apparently how it works. I scared the crap out of myself there. Wonder what the use is in being able to do that, like re-showing the alert. I guess for like large donations or something, it's neat. Oh. Just thought I'd click that button, see what happens. That's how civilization is gonna end one day. The inquisitiveness of men. I wonder what happens if I press this. Then the universe will implode. Or something like that. Actually, this should have been a raise, I'm thinking. And I'm raising this. Might have been a little on the large side here. Comes over the top, you're never folding. Okay, as I said, and this guy comes over the top, which is really strange. I guess he has deuces full. Make the nuts on this table, which is pretty neat. I'm gonna bet him too. See how I like it. Wow. We like Winston. Like a lot. Like a lot. Winston is the man. I'm checking here now and probably not folding. I mean, King 9 is the most likely thing that beats us here. I think I pretty much always fold this. This time I'll call it. Probably live to regret it. Oh, quads! Very nice answer. Good for you. You even made him happy by calling. Imagine we had folded. That was you, Kippery. Welcome back to the channel, man. How's your day been going? folding here, like almost a pot-sized one. The green screen, I have a feeling how this is gonna go with my cat. I mean, now that he's allowed to go out, maybe? Maybe the green screen has a chance of survival. Unfortunate. Holding this... For the button, it's a bit too weak, I think. Make the 4 or 5, and then a 5, 6, 7, we're talking. It is a déjà vu, right? Déjà vu all over again. Lights, yeah, I already changed something about a little bit about the lights. Wow, and I'm gonna change a little bit about the music. Let's go back to the ambient. I can't take this right now. Just because I've been streaming for a while and this is gonna bug me, this music. Too bubblegummy. Yeah, nope. No sir. That is true, you do, we would, Mr. Cat. It does. I have to admit it does. It does look nicer. I really changed the light so it's not as yellow tinted anymore. It is still slightly yellow tinted, but... Spot the cat game. Yeah, might be some, you know, viewer interaction there. I think next up I'm gonna buy a mic. Like a proper microphone with a... like a microphone arm. Just have to look around which one, because it would have to be one that doesn't pick up a lot of background noise with me not living alone. And my parents being cross-room talkers. As long as they're in the same house, they're basically assuming that they can hear each other. Which is quite an ask if you're north of 70, in my mind, but they make it work. Where's Winston now? I think, did Winston leave? I'm only c-betting here, because I'm gonna give up. Fair enough. Just wait a moment. Where's Winston? Where's Winston? I think that was Justin. I think Winston left, right? Yeah, looks like it. One of the button, I think this is okay. Okay-ish. Because I remember a very loose guy, didn't we? We were about to mark him. Yeah, he left. Yeah. I understand, Capri. That is one of my proudest moments of a DJ, as a DJ. This is a nice turn of events. Had a nice event of a turn. Yeah, but I was mixing in my old place. Like a pretty crappy turntables, but doesn't matter. And my cat made it like a monster jump. Those turntables were really high up, and he jumped on one turntable. And of course, he sat on the record. But for miraculously, he didn't move the pickup arm, so there was no scratches. Just slowed it down, and I was just in the mix. You know, the tracks were just blending together at that moment. And it was my most ninja moment in my life. I picked them up in one movement, like shot back up, and then like touched the record slightly, and they were perfectly in sync again. And it took the whole thing took like 1.5 seconds or something. Unfortunately, I still have the mixtape, but I never marked like the spot where that happened, or even which tape it happened on. But I listened to it afterwards, and it took less than 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds at most. It was awesome. Yep, you try picking up a sleeping cat. That would have been a worse punishment for Sisyphus than getting his liver picked out every night. Just have him pick up cats all day. Never know which one, like 1 out of 10 is gonna scratch him, you never know which one. Ooh. I like. It's a splash pot, come on, Isaac, your only hope. Yeah, I'm not gonna just complete here. Aww. Yeah, that would be bad timing. But I can completely, I completely know what you're talking about when you say sitting there, ignore, like you don't exist, just looking somewhere else. Yeah, I've seen videos like that. We actually took it down pre-flop in a splash pot with the aces, by the way, that needs mentioning. No, in actuality I'm living on my own floor, which is also why it's fine for me to live with my parents. Also, I like my parents, I don't mind. I had my own place a bunch of times in life, but last time I went home from Canada, I came home from Canada, I was like, you know, maybe I'm gonna get a permanent residency, and I actually applied and was pretty far up in that application process to, you know, move to Canada. So I figured, I'll just live with my parents for the time being. No need to get a new apartment, furniture, all that jazz. Then I decided otherwise on the Canada thing, and, you know, for now I'm happy staying here. What am I? Thinking call? I don't think I'm thinking call. Oh lord, Kippery. That's pretty good. Man, I would be dead. I need my F1 to F5 keys to switch through the tables. See if you can do some shenanigans here with the ace of diamonds. Start by telling our story right now. Bet reasonably big, so we can do a big river bomb. I don't like how fast this guy is calling. But now I made my bet, I'm not gonna check. Maybe he has the straight flush? That'd be cool. Just casually snap calling. That was the queen high flush. Wow, okay, we're gonna value bet the heck out of this guy from now on. Kinda had a feeling I shouldn't have gone pot size there. Save some money in case he snaps. What do you mean, where am I at? It's Wednesday. That's where I am Wednesdays. Surrounded by naked dudes. God damn it, I sat out here. I couldn't really decide what to do, actually. I think a fold is the way to go here. Oh, you didn't see. I went here. Here's where I timed out, because I was busy laughing. And I think the fold would have been the way to go. Make the 5 a 6, and that's cool. Can't do it here, not even closing the action. Yeah, that's cool. It's a little bit too optimistic. King 766, yeah, I don't like it. Doesn't matter that we would have gotten there. Get raised by a tight passive dude and I'm gonna lay it down. The King 5-4 triple suited. Yeah, they do. They do. I asked him every once in a while, like, you know, especially my dad, like, hey man, did you maybe imagine your retirement differently than having your, you know, almost 40-year-old son living under your roof? And in the end, you're right. They don't mind, and I don't mind. It's as I said, I like my parents. They're good people. They're very good people, actually. Gonna check here. In the gutter. And not much else, really. Blockers, I guess. Yeah. He shall have it. I think for this session we are breaking even, right? Just about. Yep. Like, pretty much on the dot, I think. That's why I didn't do it. That's why I didn't do it. With the 1-2-5. I thought about doing that, but then the F keys are easier. I can't confuse them because left to the 1 you still have the little, like the little, you know, the hut, the little triangle thing key. The thingy. The thingy. F4 to, yeah, that's not really that nice to reach. I mean, I guess you could also always get like a small detachable, like a small unit of like a USB keyboard that is just a numpad. A friend of mine uses that for Elite because that needs a lot of buttons, that game. And then you would just have, you know, the little tiny part of a keyboard extra. And that'll probably work. You can buy those for 10 euros online. So this is not horrible. I don't know, having top 2 in the flush, which is like what, the third, not flush? Queen, Jack 10, yeah. Do take it down. Do, Kipri, what are you playing? I have to ask, not because of, you know, own interest, I'm curious what you're playing these days. Oh, gosh darn it, so we're gonna be playing you, huh? Streaming? Hang on, what's going on down here? It's not ideally suitable, I'm still gonna call it. Has some value against aces. This is an interesting spot. Oh good, so I can look stupid on your stream. Good. I mean, making myself look stupid, not because you're saying that. Not streaming, I'm working, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna call this here. I have a feeling I can get it. Like, if no flush completes, which is a pretty tall hope. I think we can get up to some stuff here. Here's the Queen 10 as well, but I If to 10-7, in which case a raise would be cool. Let's do it. I'm not convinced this is a good move, but I've gotten so far in this hand. Wouldn't go crazy in the next hands, but let's do it. Yet at 10-7. So the raise would have been cool. Interesting. 33 bet there. Let's take a note of that. At least we can salvage something out of the situation. The what now? Dude, you're deep too, right? We can't do it. Tough. I'm gonna call here once. Oh, what do you know? YOLO on table 1? I probably missed a spot there then. Seat 1 angel? Oh, right. That guy. I'm just gonna call again in position. Not sure if this is a bad card, to be honest. To call it, please don't have aces. Did not have aces. Okay, there's some stuff we have to check out for table 3. I'm gonna get to it in a second. Anything between PLO 50? Yeah. 10 and 50. Working in the loose sense of the word. Got a bit bigger here. I haven't to bet at all, but I think it's cool. Nice. Yeah, you know, it won't be... Hopefully it won't be terribly long until I'll be able to lose proper amounts of money to you at PLO 50. Let's wait for PLO 21st. So right, that Queen Jack 8 hand, huh? What did this dude raise in the big blind with? Something pretty decent, I felt. Ace 10, 7, 8, yeah, I need to take a note for that. But I'm gonna call you once. The other hand is far more interesting. On that, where we made it 8s full of 5s. Lyle had ace, queen, jack 9. Completely offsuit if am I reading this right? Spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds, yeah, has to be. Oh, he left, never mind, we don't need to dive any further than that. I'm gonna leave table 3 because the Kyle left, or whatever his name was, Lyle. And this dude is very tight, deep to our left. Not really a spot we want to be in. All in all. I'm gonna raise this. Oh lord, I hope not. Right, what was I gonna do? Right, open up a new table. And this is a flop, certainly. We're a little less than... We're now at 100 BB. We don't have any diamonds, but no, we're gonna worry about that when we have to. I think on table 3 we're gonna take this one down. Just gonna pot it here. Really? No. You're making a joke there, Kipper? And if you're not, then that's really cool. And the heart. Ah, of course. Right away. Oh well. Okay, that helps a little. Oh, and he checks that helps all sorts of in all sorts of ways. Please don't have it. Ah, thank the Lord. What was that called? You have to... If that's your real job, Kiperi, or you do that part-time, whatever, in whatever capacity, then very cool. I've done some similar stuff in the past. I studied social pedagogics for a while. And so I'm a little bit familiar with that world. And it can be tough, it can be very rewarding, but it's not as, the job is not as easy as some people might imagine it to be. I know that much. Start by, actually we know we have 2 pair, we're not checking here. We're gonna have to go with this one. Don't do it. Nice. Nice. It's kind of a judgment call sort of thing, right? Let's do it. Let's have extra money from Jordan in here. I'm not gonna lose any more money on this. Right, it did. You're right. It did get an upgrade at Full House. Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Duh. Duh. You're right. So, things are going well, and next up we're gonna check out what, actually Tyler we saw was gonna check out something else. Wasn't that on table 1 here, possibly? Right, Isaac. This Isaac dude on table 1, he had something really strange. Table 2 we're gonna check. On that board, on the 8-6-5 board, 2 diamonds. He called a pot-sized bet with a 8, 9, and he had a queen and a 3 in there, so top pair. No immediate straight outs. No diamonds at all. Backdoor clubs, okay. Wow. I like it. Not call once here, even though he bet into the whole table, which is worrying, and should have maybe even led to a fold straight away. We called top pair on straight 2 flush board. Called naked top pair. Or pot size. This dude is awesome. Here. Gonna have to let this one go. Maybe make the open-ended straight flush. Maybe we can get there once more. Oh, we are 3-handed now. Okay. Good thing I noticed. Right, I forgot about... Oh, there was a jack, but not the right one of them 4 jacks. Yeah, right, I almost forgot about these aces, you're right. I'm actually gonna call this a king high one. Okay, fair enough. We do get a nice one here. Not yeah, I wouldn't claim that that was a good call. Gonna call once and then reevaluate. Nice. Are we gonna play for it all? Gonna pot it here. Here we're gonna pot it now as well. This top and middle. Blocker and flush draw. Gonna wait here for one. Take it on table 4, by the way. Come on, Timothy, you called with nothing earlier. Don't tell me you changed your ways. He's phoning a friend right now. Wait, did I miss something? What's the table where we... No, this is a different table. We left that one where we... Wait, now I need your help, random chef. Now I confused myself here. Hang on. I have to fold this. Took it down on table 2, by the way. Yeah, this is a different table, right? Table 3 we rotated out, and this is not the guy that called with 8-9 on that where we flopped the nuts and there was 2 to a flush there. Yeah, okay, wrong dude. Actually, that table that table had filled up that this happened on, and I shouldn't have left it. I should have cancelled that order. Belated order number 1. Oh well, what is done is done. Yeah, I liked it, but in the end I didn't like my call, my river call. Flop was, turn was fine. Did not like the river though. Should have let that one go. We're up, I don't know about how much we're up. For the day we're up 5.5, I think. Alright? Yeah. Alright. I confused myself there for a moment. I'm getting my head back into the game now. Ow! What's going on table 1? King had flush. What did Angel call with? Pretty big pot there. Angel had King Queen 8-8. So he had a set of 8s. Okay, fair enough. A little on the optimistic side, just as his tag says. Oh, good point. Yeah, we do have now some informational advantage. Never Sammer, right? Yeah, that was him. Not Sammer, Sam R. Probably a pirate. Closing the action, this is cool on table 4. More than... And we flop pretty much zilch with backdoors. The gutter, but meh. Nope. I don't know about this one on table 2, to be honest. I don't know if this is a call. Let's call it and find out in a moment. Feeling it might not be, but with the pocket pairs, I'm not sure yet. It's an interesting board, I don't know. All the blockers in the world. Let's not fold here unless we have to on the flop. So already 9-8-8-5, right? That is pretty awesome. That's exactly the card we were waiting for here, with all the 8s in our hand. And it is not. It's a fold. It's actually only a call, or a raise, in the form of 7-7-6-6 as the second pair here. Or raise fold with Ace King Jack 10-9. Or Ace 7. I'm curious if I need to bet here if we have enough showdown value. I think we do actually. I'm gonna let this one be. I think we're gonna take it down fairly often. Because he made 2 pair with the kings now. Check out what he had. He had Jack 5 4 deuce? Really? We had 5 deuce on the turn? This guy. We're liking this guy. Not sure, I'm not sure what shirt he should wear. I'm just gonna leave him his black stuff there. Re-raising here sounds kind of cool. And here's if we can call it if he comes over the top. I have a feeling we shouldn't. Gravit Zapper! Hello and good luck, is what you're saying. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel, I believe. Thanks for dropping by. And thanks for the good luck. Can always use good luck. I don't want to get raised off of anything. We have a whole bunch of potential here. We're fairly deep. We're in position. Let's check it behind for pot control. This is... I can make it hard if he bets. He doesn't, and then we are betting for sure. Top and bottom at this point is what we are having. Blocking straights. And having the flush outs. Yeah, Gravit Zapper, if you have any... he's puking, why? Should you have any questions about the channel, about Run It Once, or just any comments about how I play, all of this is always appreciated. I've been learning a whole lot from the chat. And maybe you will... Shoot. Now I'm curious. I know one pirate joke that I find funny, but it's an old one. I'm sure you know it already. But you go first. Yeah, and so far, Gravit Zapper, we have been running pure on Run It Once. The games are great, and we are inching our way towards being up in profit for 100 buy-ins at this point. I didn't know that one. They think so. Therefore they are. I got a chuckle out of me and Simpsons too, like the pirate dude that owns the seafood restaurant. Hang on. This we are calling, having the aces and the kings pretty well covered. This one I'm wondering if it's a raise. I honestly don't know, we have to look this up in a moment. So here, this is an interesting flop, we're not gonna fold here. Also an interesting flop, although one we could very easily fold on. Let's concentrate on table 3 first. So we now have all the flush draws in the world. We have a pair, we have a blocker. So we're gonna check, there's no reason to bloat this pot, I believe. Also, it would suck if we get raised. I mean, right now we're not really strong. We do have a whole bunch of potential. An interesting one. If he was maybe he has crappy aces and checked them all the way through, and now he hit gold. I think the way this hand went down, the only thing that makes sense that we're beat by is aces. Ace 3 would have played like that and we beat that. And wow, would you look at that here. We do have something. I think I'm leaning towards a call. I'm expecting to see aces here quite a lot. We'd split this one, okay. Interesting. Great minds. I'm getting there. Yeah, so in Simpsons the dude's restaurant was closed. And you know, we are closed. And from like the voice from the off rather than his voice, like, we are closed. No, I was got a chuckle out of that. I'm easily amused. And the Run Pirate joke I know, that I'm sure you know, is the one where the pirate has a little steering wheel in his crotch, like in the zipper of his jeans, and he gets asked why it's there. He's gone, it's driving me nuts. That's the one pirate joke I know. I know one awesome English joke, and I'm gonna tell that one. Remind me, I'm gonna tell it to you later when there's less action, because it's a longer one. The famous Timbuktu joke. What's the best jokes I know too? So this is shaping up to be yet another very entertaining stream. And I couldn't be happier. So we have nothing and draws against two peeps. None of them to the nuts. Guess the king is sort of a blocker. So we turn the second nuts. It's not a bad, it's a tiny pot. Let's see if we can get some money in here. And if somebody raises, we're not going to get punished by too much. Ah, I'll make a set which is useless at this point. If he comes over the top, even then we have to let it go, probably, right? What? 900 BB splash, Jesus Christ, on a moped. That is awesome. But you didn't win it, huh? You know, if you win every 6 of them, which you will, then over time, I mean, you will, then you still make a healthy profit there with all the extra money that's going in. So on one hand, I'm happy you had the experience. On the other hand, I'm not happy you didn't get to win it, of course. Against the sleepy dude, I'm just gonna call him. I'm not gonna re-raise, and this is questionable at best if this is a re-raise. This is always a re-raise because you're just gonna flop the world, is what I meant. And I'm gonna edit this video later to look really smart. And just cut the other stuff out. And I like your thinking random. And there's stuff going on all over the place. Here I took way too long to check. Just gonna call here, blocking our own full house outs. It's a good turn. Really? When we lose passive, you just gonna have to pitch it. Can't be helped. So you didn't know it. That's surprising. I thought it was an old joke in like the English-speaking countries. I think we're gonna go for it, and if he comes over the top again, then I don't know what we can do then. Probably have to fold it, to be honest. A very nice hand, ruined by a very nasty flop. They're not making it easy on us here. He checks, and that's good news unless he has the aces. Whew. Check out what he had there. It's like a Broadway rap. Oh, he had the ace queen 5-8 with 3 clubs. So just with a top pair and a flush draw. Okay. Well, not just, it is a nice hand, but still. Yeah, turned out it was random. No luck with them kings here on table 2. Just gonna check behind here. Yeah. I was thinking about maybe going for one small c-bet here, but not even covering clubs. This seems a tad optimistic. And this one I'm going for. Not looking to get re-raised here, of course. Have to fold on. Let me go on the 4-table view. Have to fold on table 2. Please don't come over the top. Fine. We're deep against anyone. We're deep against Robbie. But be that as it may, so much in the pot. I'm gonna have to go with this one. And let's see how we do. That's probably where our win rate is coming from. Me doing questionable stuff at best and getting lucky. I mean, it's not just that. It's not just that. But I feel it has been a decent part of some days' profits. Yeah, with the pair, the flush draw is this much in the pot. This plays itself. And we take it down. That was a nice pot. That was a nice pot to take it down right there. Good stuff. We get aces right afterwards, and this is splashed pot. There might be some craziness happening here. Oh, random. You crack me up. Okay, so none of them is deep anymore. Like this guy is only at 100 BB now. It's a little bit too strong of an ace, I feel. Suited with the queen. The 3 isn't completely useless either. Again, it's the same thing. This is gonna be... We could check and see what happens. To see this, the high variance route would be to go all in. I think that's what I'm gonna do too. Having the ace of clubs helps here. One fold, oh good. Whew! I'm genuinely relieved in that spot. Okay, stuff's happening here. We're gonna call, of course. And I think, wait, what? Okay, good for you. It was a small pot, that's why they're... Yeah, I was worried about that trade there. To no small extent. And this, we're deep against him. I hadn't considered that at all when I raised, otherwise I would have just called here. This is an awesome board. You deep against anyone? No. Ooh. No, it's just still gonna check. Actually, no. Hang on, I need to go back to the 4-table view. Stuff's happening all over the place. We took that one down, which is a relief on table 4. 2 backdoor flush draws we need to call here. Even for that size. Now we can fold and be happy. I think I want to raise this one as well. Which is also gonna be great for our image, because we've been very aggressive at this table now. We take it down again. Not need to, but I wanted to. It was was the best hand we could have without having a pair, in my mind. Deadwood, oh lord, yes! Huzzah! That was an awesome show. Did they make the... I know they're making the movie, I'm not sure if it's out yet. But I know that they are... Actually, I'm still not completely through with it. For some reason I stopped watching, but not because I didn't like it anymore, I don't have an answer why. And I need to. Excellent. I think those were right. Even the second pot on the King-Queen board, there, I mean, we had... all these other dudes had little more than one pot size left. Pot size left. I don't know where the extra D came from there. Which is also something you hear at orgies a lot. Oh no, made myself laugh again, I'm sorry. So if you're new to the channel, this is approximately the quality of banter you can expect. And that's all I got. Hey Granite Zapper! Thanks a whole bunch for dropping the follow. That is making me smile. Thanks, man. Oof. Let's check this one. How nice is that? Let's come over the top right away. This is a board where, if it pairs, we're pretty often in trouble. There's a whole bunch of Jack 9, Jack 8, even just straight up sets out there already. Here we're gonna... the Queen as straight blockers, we're gonna go pretty big, holding the top pair. He folds on the flush board, he folds here as well, and things are going great. Half pot. We don't have any back doors. I'm gonna pitch this one. Hey, thanks a whole bunch, Random. Especially because it's gonna drill it into my head that this is the way to go there. Ah, yeah. Good thing you're not a tournament player, Capri. Remember Tyler? We didn't say anything bad about a Tyler on table 4. Okay. Cool. Tyler. No, you're not on the table anymore. You said table 4, right? Yep. No Tyler. Ah, right. Good point with the delay. So let's see, top pair, we don't have any hearts, but we're still gonna continue here. We have some heart. Man, this is a fun stream. This is a fun stream. Things are going well at the table. You guys are keeping me very well entertained on the chat. This is Just almost too much. Late spring this year, that's right around the corner. Cool. Until then, I will have to catch up with the last, I don't know how many it is, like, was in the first third of the last season, I believe. And for me, this is hearsay knowledge. I've never been invited. This is a board we can definitely c-bet on, I think. We could have c-bet a little smaller even here in table 1. Take it down nevertheless, and things are going great. Let's check how great. We're up another bind actually since last time I checked. I had a feeling somehow I had the feeling it would be more. Gut! Will do, Kippery! So okay, note to self, and of course to you, well, you don't need to note, Random Shill, you're much better at paying attention to all the tables. Let's watch out for the YOLO. We have a reason to YOLO ourselves up here. I'm not entirely sure, this could have very well been a re-raise. Well, no. Against the button I can see it being a raise. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Check where's the floppy hinzuschafft. Was that me? Oh, okay. Jesus Christ, wow. Oh, he made a straight there, huh? Good thing he was short stacked. You took going through the, yeah, you took that down, right? A nasty check raise there, my friend. One I don't have in my arsenal, I'm telling you that much. Wow. That's a pretty nice board. Against the crazy dude, we might be getting some money back here. With the 7s as a blocker, this is awesome. Yeah, he's never folding here. He's not in rough shape, come on! No. Nah, not really mad. And good for this guy, you know, I bet he's happy. He made a nice comeback from, what did he have, 30 BB? It's unfortunate that he had to take it out of our stack. Oh well, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield. Ooh, aces. APS equals 1. Aces per song. This is a nice day for it. Having the pair, having the gutter to a straight, having the nut flush, and least not least, having them aces. So we have this board pretty well crushed, and I'm thinking about checking here actually for once. Not a horrible card. Ah, too bad. I thought we could get a bet out of him here. I definitely would have raised still. Well, not definitely, who knows. I think the check was kind of funky there. Don't dislike it. Because we did have this board crushed. Not something I've ever done in this stream, I believe. Like maybe once or twice. Actually, we might do well monitoring Brian here. I'll leave it in 4 table, but like this dude here. I think he's I think he came to play. It's a little too thin with the 4 in there. Ooh, we got a nice hand on table 3. And on table 2, I'm gonna raise this, as I should, I believe. Here there's no question what we should do. We don't have to... we don't mind getting 4-bet here. If we have to get it in, we get it in. Yeah, thanks. And we do have, which is slightly worrying, we have Alex to our left, loose aggressive, very, very deep as well. 440 BB. Oh lord! Well, it should at least make it easy to find the damn alarm clock and turn it off. This is a very nice hand, that's a very bad board for it, and that's all there is to it. It's fair enough. I was just actually saying that, like, at least you can find the clock. Okay, what's gonna happen here? Ooh, ugly. We do have the 7 blocker. Still gonna check it though. We have to give it up. Not gonna get fancy in a small pot with the 7 blocker here. Just blocking the 7 doesn't mean he doesn't have the nuts. No, all good on my end. No extra money. Yeah, I think so too. This is probably a tad optimistic down here on the button. Under the gun, what am I talking about? This is a decent board on table 1. Get a fold. And a c-bet here, a little smaller than half. This sounds good to me. Fair enough. You know what? Even though we're deep on table 3, I'm inclined to on table 4. We have a flush draw, nothing else here on table 4. And Sleepy Marcus, I'm gonna let her go. Oop. Might not even have been a call. Actually, in the big blind, I think it is fine. The Queen Jack 7-8 suited to the 8. Table 4 looks horrible, actually. Passive, tight, tight, tight. Tight, passive. Yeah, I think I will. 58 entries at PLO 10. I don't think I've seen that before. Wow! Let me. I'll check. So it was button versus cutoff. And it was 7 high, right? 7 high. You're right. You're right. Should be a call. What's going on here? It's the very tight dude on this board. I honestly don't see him doing that with anything less than a set, and I'm gonna fold it. Like, I've been in this spot before. Every once in a while, like a low ace high, like a rundown for the low straight, but I don't know. I don't know if this would raise. I have a feeling it wouldn't, especially not from Mr. Very Tight here, over here. And this song shall never be heard again either. Yeah, so we're leaving this one. Yeah, 50. Wait, the wrong. Oh, that's PLO. 51, 58 entries for PLO 10. Wow. Good stuff. On a Monday night, no less. And thanks for saying that, Random Shill. I wouldn't have thought of double checking this, the rundown situation there. That's also true. I wouldn't have thought about it in these terms of having 7 rundowns ahead of me. I mean, against the big paired hands, we're doing alright, but the rundowns are the problem. You're right. It's pretty cool. And the good thing is, this way I have a much easier time internalizing it. Like looking at charts and, you know, just doing research. That's the way I have with charts. I have a tough time with that. You and me make 10 entries. I'm amazed that you can play and listen to a stream. I don't think I can do that. Like actually when I play a single player game like Stellaris or something, and I'm in TeamSpeak with friends, I have to leave TeamSpeak because I can either concentrate on one or the other. You think so too? That was a set. Me, good of you to say that. I thought so too. I was like, nah. On this board, I've seen that movie before. Didn't like the credits. Maybe we have loose aggressive, tight aggressive, tight aggressive. Loose aggressive, loose, tight, tight. That is cool. I think I'm switching out table 2 as well. Okay, so short-handed it is then. And this guy would have been... He would have... Wouldn't have understood it if that we folded the kings there, I'm sure. Not as in wouldn't have been capable of understanding it, but it took me a while to get to that point where I'm like, probably not. That's all I meant by that. Too many 8s on table 1, and just the right amount of 8s on table 2. Gonna see what once and then give up. No, he's tanking for a long time. Maybe Skippery playing all sorts of tables. Okay, we'll just check then. Like the nuts. Well, obviously not the nuts. But a good hand now, the nut straight. You take it down. You know. Folding this for sure. Nice hand coming up down here. The ace king 6-8. Double suited, but not the right kind of double suited. Against the sleepy dude, I'm gonna re-raise fold this. I think this is a fine candidate for it. Yep, sounds good to me. Also sounding good to me is table 2. The non-pot size raise here. Wow, hey, wow, 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 wow. This is a huge flop here. Top pair, all the flush draws. The biggest one to the nuts, the most likely one to hit. So hang on table 2 I'm just gonna check for now, having top pair in the gutter. And yeah, in the gutter, that's right. Just don't want to bet this, this looks so beautiful. He bets a little more than half, I'm gonna call. Another 8 rolls off on table 2, which is interesting. He folds, that's a pity. Should have bet smaller here, I should have bet smaller. Like really small, like this should have been like 1/4. We had it all, man, we had it all. Let it slip away. So I would have probably called actually if he had bet here. Oh, he does have it all. We have a pair, we have an open ender, we have one backdoor. Pretty big bet size though. Now we make 2 pair. Check stall. Okay, let's check. That's unfortunate. We can't even bluff. Sometimes we're good. Like against an ace-king type of hand. What was that? I mean, it was blind versus blind, so it's not that noteworthy actually. It's a king jack 10-6. King is suited to the king and spades, so he had the low pair, bettered once and then gave up. Yeah, that's Iron Man AI. The Jarvis, right? Is there a dude called Jarvis? Oh yeah, Jarvis, yeah. Right. And Jarvis is betting here, we're just gonna call for now. Let's see how big could we raise. Yeah, let's call. This is a beautiful turn. This is also interesting. You check, we're gonna bet. Not blocking the straight, but we're afraid of, like, really afraid of one thing here, the straight. Gonna have too many sets there. He checks, which is a pity. We'll pot it. Actually, a little less than pot is fine here. You know, the flush comes in at like, what, 25% of the time? A little less. 23 or something, whatever it is. It's maybe overdoing it a little. Because I wouldn't mind a call. If sometimes we get drawn out, that's part of the game. I think that was a little bit too... that board! Yeah, and I think the reason why I 3-bet, why I put this in my... Yeah, that's the thing. He was asleep. I should have taken that into account. And the reason why I put it in my 3-bet fold range was because it wasn't the good suits. Ace and king were both of the same. So up 5 binds right now. Just a hair under.
Every concept, every notion has a counterpart. Yet, every idea's opposite is just the absence of the idea itself.
A nice little hand here, the king jack 10-9. Double suited.
Any perceived difference is in fact also a deep connection. In this way, opposing forces are unified. The world becomes a collaborative web
I think I'm raising this.
of interdependent pieces.
This is okay. Mind getting more money in with this hand. Checking has a decent chance of Donovan checking as well. Gonna wait here a moment before we check again. Please call Brian. Ugh. I mean, even with Brian calling, we wouldn't have gotten quite the odds. Would we? Actually, we would have. Barely. This is just too much. We don't have 33% here. That was nice hand. That was a nice hand. That was a good hand, my friend. I like it. That's how you spelled! I always heard swear engine. You know, like the little engine that fucking could. I mean, I guess that's how they said it, I believe, right? But I would have never guessed that's how they spell them. A quote that never quite left me was from Firefly, like in a dialogue where Mel, whatever his name was, says to someone like when he had to take the worst end of a deal or something, he says to the guy, "The wheel never stops turning," and he replies with, "This only matters to people on the rim." I thought it was pretty awesome. You're checking here deep. Still checking. Now we're gonna call if he bets, and I think there's some value there. King 9, the King Queen can still call. And down here I'm gonna check raise, actually. Top and bottom, and gutter and backdoor flush. I think that's okay. Oh, that was against Brian, eh? He left though. Okay, now I have to bet here. Oops, I spaced out. I have to fold this one. Yeah, maybe I could have played this one differently, bet the flop. Would have been a decent option as well, the way with the check raise. This is of course a horrible turn here. River, I mean. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But the dealer has been plenty of nice to us. And didn't even want to bet small here as a blocker. I think he always has aces or a jack here. Yeah, I mean we have... what's going on this table, by the way? You have to let it go. Got aces on table 1 though. That's a nice compensation. Yeah, right. We needed Brian in there. Then it would have been fine. Ooh, that would have been a flop. I mean, we could have never called here, but we block out one of our own diamond outs up here. He has aces, okay. And he came to play. Actually, here I'm gonna pot it. It's gonna get a green shirt at least at Edgar. I have to check out the action there. No, I don't. Harry, wait, hang on. Yeah, I do. Take it down on table 1. Interesting flop down here. That's Edgar and Harry, right? So I raised, Edgar raised. Okay, yeah, Edgar is getting a shirt. He did this with the 10-8-7-4 double suited. He's getting a blue shirt, man. Are we? I don't know which one. Hang on, I'll give you I'll give a shout out. The button. I think this is cool. This is nice. This is nice. We get to put it all in against even Rainbow Aces, but I have a feeling Donovan's not going to fold here. He probably has a hand that has decent amount of equity against us, which, you know, pretty much any hand has. Against these aces specifically. Maybe he folds and that would be awesome. That's not a good call, I don't know. Please stay, good to stay. What happened? We win against Donovan there. And that was the dream, I shall not be mad. What happened here? Brad wasn't deep enough to take it all down, right? No, he wasn't. And Donovan make 2 pair, wow. I don't think that's skippery, to be honest. The Expanse is an awesome show, man. I came across it before the show came out, and I listened to all the books as an audiobook. They're just amazing. I think here I'm gonna go for a very thin value. He has a flush. Yeah, I'm gonna pot it now. The top and bottom, that seems good to me. Get down up there. No, we didn't. I thought we did. I thought we did. So here we have top 2 open-ender, blocker to the diamonds, very nice. By the way, what did Brad have there specifically? I mean, does Brad, he had a Jack 8-7-6, triple suited, wow. Okay, Brad's getting a shirt then. And Queen 9-8 for... doesn't sound like Kippery. 4 in there, I mean it's... against the aces, if he assumes I has aces and hopes the other guy has aces, it's okay. I don't think that's him. Yeah, that was a bummer. That was a bummer. But a PS2. We did, didn't we? To take it out. Oh, no, yet, yeah. Brad had a straight there on table 1, right? And Donovan made 2 pair and won the side part where we would have, which we would have broken even on in the hand. He made them 2 pair. Oh well. Actually, a c-bet wouldn't have gone amiss here on table 3. I don't know. gonna say I'm gonna go on a smoke break, but I don't think I can quit this table just yet. Table 1 is really crazy right now. I wish I could buy in for more. I need to. Is it? Has the whole season dropped? Ooh. Oh no, the third one. Like, yeah, the third one is not the completely new one. I had to watch that episode by episode. Because this is not a Netflix thing. Or is it now Netflix? I don't think it has changed. Red saying thank you and all the right stuff. This is a good table to be on, table 1. I'm not going on a smoke break. I'm just gonna use the vape. Stand up for a moment. Be back in a sec. I was tempted there on table 1, but it's a little bit too thin, the Queen Queen Jack 5. Yeah, I think you're right, he's not on our table. Because this dude said YOLO when I said YOLO back, he only said it once, I don't think that's him. "53 entries, Jesus Christ." And this is definitely not him. Well, I don't know. Kippery plays on a different level than I do, so you know, I might see probably sees benefits in plays that I wouldn't see yet. Okay, so this table is filling up, but these two dudes are asleep. I'm still gonna rotate it out. I'm gonna do the unthinkable and just limp here. Do the power limp. Man, we need hands on table 1. This is the table to be at. This was a little bit thin. Yeah, we're gonna fold you unless the whole table comes along. Then we get sort of decent odds to just make our set even. Against Edgar. So it's a 270 when we call, it's a 370, it's 4, we are getting the odds, we're getting the price here. This is too much. Okay, then no, we're not gonna go crazy. But I think with the extra money in there, heads up now, was okay. Not gonna bluff any, gonna try to bluff Edgar here. Yeah. Is Hamsterman back in the channel? I didn't even notice. I don't think he is. I would have seen at least one bald steep per 10 minutes. Yep. That sounds like something he would say. Soon, soon. If we keep running like this for 1 month then, on PLO 20, then we're there. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not folding against Edgar here, I think. Connected, decently connected and all. I think it's okay-ish. See if we can... I don't see us getting away from this anytime soon, to be honest. Let's see what he bets. Full par, huh? So we could fold, we could call, or we could pot it. By the way, on table 4 I'm gonna call with the flush draw, not a 2-pair. Not necessarily the 2-pair being good, but we could make a full house and all that stuff. He checks and that's cool. I'm gonna pot this. Ah, he had 2-pair already, that's unfortunate. He had some very crappy hands. Not sure about this one. With the pair, the backdoor. But just calling the pot-sized bet seemed like the worst option. That's basically my reasoning there. It was either folding or coming over the top, and folding certainly not the... Probably the second best option, actually. I don't know. Yeah, few and puke is it is. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the shove. It's not like I'm gonna keep doing this now. I'm not... You know, this... lest you think that the ace hand or anything since has gotten to me. Quite the opposite, actually. Doing very well still. Not tired yet either. I'm still pondering about that one. I think either folding or potting, repotting. Wait, where's the puke? We are at 2 tables. So that is you up there? Wow, man. You took us down. You took our money in that ace's hand. You son of a gun. Well, I guess the assumption was we both have high cards, huh? Or possibly even both aces. And then it becomes a different story with the hand you had. Or just playing up something that I'm not... that's not part of my game yet. Well, at least we know it's going to good cause, that money. And then puke on the other tables, just in case I missed it. Yeah, not gonna do it again. No reason to. You're right. What are we beating? That's the key phrase there. And just against the king, we have a really tough time making 2-pair. With a pair in our hand. With the backdoor flush, okay, that counts for something. But just a pair in the open ender, meh. Yeah. Folding is best there. 71 entries! Wow! Hang on, I'm gonna tweet this. I won't forget to play in the meantime. This is treatable. Nice hand coming up here on table 4. I think this is a fine cold call. Yeah, you're right, the pot size bet. I mean, you have to like pay attention if he pot sizes the whole time. Yeah, I'm not gonna get up to any shenanigans here, but I think this is a fine cold call. Like even against aces with the Jack 10-8, we're not doing horribly bad. Now we're gonna fold, that's cool. Oh yeah, I guess 3-bet there. For a moment I thought I autopiloted something there. No real hands right now. But we are waiting on a hand on table 1. Hey, welcome back, Frenchie. It's the least I can do for a random shell. That VIP badge, I mean, he is just... Not only is he here all the time, he's helping me all the time. Keeping an eye on the tables when I'm not in the hand. Giving me all sorts of strategic advice, it's awesome. I have to fold here with a pair, yeah, covering no diamonds.
I'm sorry, my dear.
You think you've learned your lesson?
I guess you made a mistake.
Emote coaching. How to tilt your opponents with emotes, the advanced way. No, there's not. Oh, sometimes a little. The guy mixed a bit of quads in the river, or something like that. So on table 1 versus Brad, Kipper, you're definitely on the right table. This is the dude to play against. But I have position on him. I think my favorite Tom Hanks movie is the Money Pit. I've actually not seen this one in... Like, I watch all my movies in English, but this is back from the, like, 80s, 90s. 90s, I should say. 80s, the wall wasn't down yet. The photos against Kippery. With the Deuce in there. And at least the German dub is awesome. There's one funny movie. I can quote it to quite a large extent in German. I think folding this is cool. I was actually hoping that Brad would bet. You take it down. Nice. Nice. Very nice. The crappy king's down here. I'm gonna let him go. Not suited to the king. I don't know about fan, but he's definitely the number one guy in the chat. Yeah, having streamed for 4 weeks, I can't use the word fan in any context in good conscience. But he is helpful left and right, I'm telling you that much. Maybe. Epic Tilters, definitely a huge supporter. He is been very helpful as well and joins the table whenever he can, I feel. Get to raise here. On table 4. King 10, 9, 7, wonderful looking hand, especially on the button. Can't get it through though. We get it through. Can't get any money from it. Have to fold on table 1, which is a pity. He does have the most cheers, yeah. And he also, I think he subscribed. He blew my mind when he subscribed. Can't call this. Not because it's Kippery, just because this shouldn't be a call with the 7 in there. 2, 7 and Jack, and we're in. You know what? Let's go back to pretzel music for a while. The chill out selection they had was, or the ambient was pretty neat as well. Table 2, huh? Who's passive, tight passive? Let's bet it once. Me too, Frenchie. I'm an 8-week veteran in Twitch, and I've gotten very lucky that I've got a lot of very competent help. Not least MP Adam, who's a channel mod for Next Welthaus, no less. And he spent a bunch of hours talking to me on Discord and just helping me out left and right. Can call here for sure on table 2. Flop a pair and gutter and blockers. Backdoor flush for this. Bet sizing we cannot call. That's cool. What Kippery does here. That's good news. Ooh! Also very good news. I think that music is slightly too loud, maybe? Turn it down a little bit, let me know how the volume levels are. Gonna bet it so we can put a nice bet, choose a bet size so we can bet it really nice on the turn should he call. I think that was a fine 3-bet. Even triple suited. Of course, never easy. It is never easy. I think shoving would be completely horrible, but we could just casually turn the nuts. Well, river the nuts, and I'm a bear, they're not the nuts, but they're nutty enough for me. It's nutty as squirrel poo.